This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It's Wednesday, July 15th. I'm here with Tori. I'm Big Jeff.
I'm Big Tori.
See, I don't know if that's politically correct anymore.
I'm going with it and I'm owning it, and it's my body, so I choose.
You could say, but I can't have an expression.
Correct.
I just have to go sit. I have to play it straight.
Correct.
Because if I smile, canceled.
Out.
Anyways, Brandon joins us from home, getting off on a hot foot here.
Yeah, we are.
Brandon, how you doing, buddy?
I'm Grande Brandon today.
Oh, venti.
Ooh.
I like that.
No, Grande.
You know, I should have stuck with Grande.
All right, let's get weird. Yesterday, we told you about ABC ditching its longtime host of Dancing with the Stars, Tom Bergeron. There was also a lot of speculation as to who would fill his shoes. Well, now we know. Let's get the picture, please. It's Tyra Banks. Be tied. Not only that, but Tyra will also help exec produce the show. She also said we should expect some big shakeups in the new season. I don't know if you guys know what executive producer means to the show. I'm more of an exec produced pronunciation kind of guy because I'm in the biz. But it means she has a lot of control over the show. That's what I'm getting at. And someone else talk now.
Okay, I just want to say very quickly, I don't love Tyra Banks, and I like her as a person and a supermodel, but as a host, I find her, I just don't feel like she's like talking to me, and that's just my personal opinion. Maybe it'll be skew younger and more diverse and have more like really cool new dances, but I wasn't that psyched about it, to be super honest.
Well, I think they hit the nail on the head in the diversity department, right?
Yeah, I was just hoping, yeah, I guess. I just thought, I've never enjoyed her as a host, to be super honest.
Hey, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to feel that way. I think especially longtime viewers of the show,
right.
I would say, because if she said she's going to shake it up, it means it's not going to be the same show. At least that's what I see it as. Brandon, how do you like this pick and how the show is going to look in the future?
Well, I think it's a great pick. You know, if we're talking diversity, putting her up there. But I want to know who's going to replace Erin Andrews if we're talking about diversity, because there you go. Now that you have a black woman being the host, who replaces the female or the white female in that sense with Erin Andrews' role? But when she said that she was going to shake some things up, she said she was going to keep some things the same, you know, because like you said earlier, Jeff, this show has a built-in audience. But at the same time, I'm with you, Tori. Like, the people want to see new dances.
Yeah.
They want to see viral dances. So I see there being like a TikTok dance video challenge going on or something. But I think they need to switch it up, especially with it already running for 29 seasons.
I got to be honest with you. I'm not just saying this, Brandon, because you're on the show. But could you picture Brandon London holding half his suit jacket up in that balcony? That was a good dance, girl. You know? Brandon, I think you'd be good at that.
You would be good.
Look at that.
See, the world doesn't have enough Brandon London, so I don't think, you know, we can't pull that off. But yo, I know what you mean, Jeff. Like, there's some classic dances that I hope that we don't get rid of, because, you know, they're classic, they're old school, they're timeless. But at the same time, you have to spice some things up, especially with it being 2020.
We'll see. I'm sure she realizes all of what we're talking about, too.
She's
not like, I watched that Daily Blast Live, and I'm going to switch some things up. All right, a shout out to actress Viola Davis for the historic Vanity Fair cover. It will hit shelves later this month. Here's why it's a big deal. This I did not know, and this is exactly why it's a big deal. Vanity Fair magazine is 106 years old, and for the first time, a black photographer has done the cover shoot.
Yes. Unbelievable.
Blows my mind.
It blows my mind as well. And if you don't know, Simone Biles was recently on the cover, and everyone was like wowed by it. But then it found out that Annie Leibovitz took that picture, and we were like, where is the black representation in terms of photographers behind the scenes? I want to show you a really quick video that went viral recently of Viola Davis showing her that she's such a boss. Take a look.
I got the Oscar, I got the Emmy, I got the 2 Tonys. I've done Broadway, I've done off-Broadway, I've done TV, I've done film, I've done all of it. I have a career that's probably comparable to Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, Sigourney Weaver. They all came out of Yale. They came out of Juilliard. They came out of NYU. They had the same path as me, and yet I am nowhere near them. Not as far as money, not as far as job opportunities, nowhere close to it.
So that went viral. That was Women at the World Summit, and I thought what she said was spectacular, and I think her representation matters. I also, as an art history major, sorry to take over the segment, but take a look at what the Black photographer actually based the cover on. Again, this is a warning here. That's known as the scourged back, and it's a picture of a slave being whipped, obviously having whip scars. And they turned a trench coat around for Viola and had her back exposed to show a new image, and I thought that was a really interesting comparison. I said that was done on purpose. So I thought that was really, really beautifully done.
Powerful stuff, obviously. Brandon, what do you think about this? I can't believe, first, that it's 106 years old, and second, that this is the first time a Black photographer has ever been featured on the cover. That's crazy to me.
I mean, these are the times, Jeff. These are the times where these things are coming out, and these are the times where it's like for Viola, for me, for Erica Cobb, for Al Jackson, we don't want to be considered the first Black something. Because when you have a resume as extensive as Miss Viola Davis, you shouldn't be the first, or you shouldn't have to be looked at as, oh, she could be the first Black woman to win this, or she could be the first Black woman to headline this. We don't want to look at it like this. So this is why we're fighting at these times right now, because when your kids grow up, when my kids grow up, my nieces and nephews, when they grow up, I don't want them to be heralded as, especially by that time, I don't want them to be heralded as the first Black anything. I want their resume to speak for itself, and for people to be like, hey, that person was a great Thor, or hey, Brandon London's nephew was a great Power Ranger. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're fighting for at these times. So I'm glad this came out, and kudos for Viola. She was a perfect choice for this cover.
Yeah, I just think it's great to put things in perspective. There's a lot of anger and fighting on social media, and this side said that, and that said this. That just speaks so much to say in 106 years is the first time a Black photographer has ever been featured. Period, end of sentence. You don't have to reply back to that. It just put things in very much perspective for me, at least.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, moving on. Wearing a mask every time we step out in public is becoming a new habit for most of us, but not for Paris Jackson. You might remember seeing photos like this every time Michael Jackson was in public with his kids. Paris is now 22 and says that she's grateful her dad made her wear masks because it gave her more of a normal childhood, like going to good old Chuck E. Cheese in peace.
Oh, Chuck E. Cheese.
First of all, Chuck E. Cheese now, during what we're going through, I don't want to get into it, but do you like her message?
Well, to be honest, shame on me, because I was always like, that's so weird. He's covering their face. They must hate it. And it turns out he fully protected them, and Paris Jackson really appreciated them. And she said her father was an excellent father. So I very much judged. I'll be really honest with you. I judged calling it blanket and prints and the masks and the whole shebang. Turns out he was really protecting them from something. So I take it back, and I apologize.
The child's name really is Blanket, though.
No, I know, and I kind of no, I know.
Well, I called him by his first name.
I know, Blanket. But I realize now she did feel protected.
Yeah, well, Brandon, for me, it's his nickname. I thought it was his real name.
I did too.
So you were right. Brandon. I don't know who's right here, but as for me having children, I'm a little bit more open, and I understand a lot of people nowadays, especially celebrities. If you're Michael Jackson caliber, I mean, you have to do something to protect your kids. But for me, I'm kind of out there open, and my kids have been on the show. If you had kids, would you put them on your Instagram? Would you have people know who they are?
I think I would, Jeff. Only because if you look at the world that we're in, it's such a digital world. Like, you see people with their puppies having an Instagram page for their puppies. Like, I think in this world right now that we have, you have to be transparent in a way. Like, in a way, you have to show the stretch marks. You have to show the baby when it comes out. You have to show like the kid's first step, because this is your way of giving your fans what you want to give them. Michael Jackson didn't have that back in the day. If he had a social media he could have controlled, then he could have introduced the kids to the world a little bit differently. But nowadays, I feel like this is your way of taking the power back from the gossip websites and the media by releasing what you want the people to see, especially when it comes to your family.
Yeah, man, I think you got. I hope I'm making the right decision. You know, I think it's
individual,
to each their own.
case by case.
Each their
Absolutely.
own. All right, Brandon, stick around, buddy. Coming up on DBL, teens are acting a fool and pulling fast ones by dressing up like grannies to score booze. Uh-oh. That was a rash writing right there. Are they taking advantage of the pandemic? Plus, Erica goes one-on-one with actor Taye Diggs, one of the nicest guys in Hollywood, I gotta tell you. They look back at his career and what fatherhood is like these days. And as we go to break, check out our empty studio. We're doing our part as Tori gets ready for her shot to stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Everyone is working from home. We miss you guys. We'll be right back.
Do you have a life insurance?
To DBL, the youths,
The youths?
the two youths,
The two youths?
they're at it again. This time, the new trend on TikTok is teens dressing up as elderly women, complete with a mask and using a fake ID to buy alcohol. One video has more than 2 million views and counting. Obviously, this is illegal and we are not promoting minors using disguises to buy alcohol, but could you see your 16-year-old self pulling off a stunt like this? Brandon, is this what you were talking about when you said get some more TikTok into Dancing with the Stars?
I mean, not this one. No, the viral videos, yes. But look, hey, I'm not promoting this at all because I don't feel like underage drinking kids shouldn't be doing that. But I see law enforcement watching this and like, oh, this is what the kids are doing. Oh, let me go up and let me dress up to see if some liquor store or some 7-Eleven is going to sell me booze. Now they're going to get shut down. So, you know, the kids, what started off as what we used to do back then when we'd sit outside the liquor store and ask someone in a green Camaro, hey, can you buy us booze? Now these kids are put it out there on Front Street. Now they're getting themselves in trouble.
I think you just put it out there on Front Street.
Green Camaro, eh?
Green Camaro. Where's that Green Camaro? We got a party to go to.
Yeah, we got to get there.
What do you think about, where'd they even get the IDs from?
Can I just be honest? This is really elaborate. Like when I was 16, I did dumb stuff, but they took it up another. I mean, they have latex prosthetics.
But where did they get the ID that looks like them? They're making their own McLovins?
I think that they have like 3D printer. We sound like we're dinosaurs, but I think they can make it quite easily.
Oh, look at how dumb both of us are.
What is it?
Steve, our audio guy, goes, they don't get carded because they're old women.
Yeah, it's a good point.
That
It's
is a
fair
great point. Did you see that too?
Okay.
Me and Tori, did you see that, Brandon? I didn't read into that at all.
Didn't read into that at all. But if you think about it, you're not supposed to ask a woman's age,
Yeah,
and you're not
that's
supposed
right.
to ask a woman if she's pregnant, so it makes sense.
Wow, not to me.
It went like
I mean, it does make sense, but
and then it went right over, didn't
I'm
it?
glad we were all on the same page.
For
then.
sure.
We're all
And
on
that
the same
page was not correct.
It was not, as usual, as per usual. All right, guys. Next on DBL, like I said, one of the nicest guys in Hollywood, actor Taye Diggs. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back to DBL. Taye Diggs has been a household name since Stella got her groove back. Even Tori's grooving over there. And today he's playing the role of dad on and off screen. Erica spoke with him earlier in today's Chatting with the Stars.
Taye Diggs, welcome to Daily Blast Live. I am so excited to speak with you today.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
So how are you holding up in summer quarantine?
I'm doing all right, I have to say. I feel like I'm one of the lucky ones. I have a 10-year-old Walker. When I found out that his camp was being canceled, you know, he was devastated. But selfishly, I was very much looking forward to spending that extra time with him, which is why this partnership with Quaker Chewy made so much sense. People can just go to the website nocampnoproblem.com. That can enter a sweepstakes. You can win some cool prizes, but more importantly, you know, it kind of gives families a chance to keep the fun in summer at home with your family.
The reality is, every parent at this point has gone from becoming homeschool teachers to their kids to now camp counselors. And I think that sometimes that takes a mental and physical toll on people. And so this really gives them a break in terms of not only finding fun for the entire family, but connecting with their family. So how are you connecting with your 10-year-old Walker?
My son's very active, very athletic, but something that we've come to really enjoy are these night swims, and we'll just float and talk to each other. And it's something that seems so simple, but something I'm very, very grateful for is a way of connecting with my son.
You know, with so much uncertainty in the world, I find it interesting that it's almost in divine order that we would be quarantined and then Black Lives Matter would come back to the forefront. And your son Walker is biracial. I come from a mixed race family as well, as so many other Americans do. How are you having this conversation with your son about Black Lives Matter?
You know, I feel really blessed in that amongst all of this kind of tribulation and all of these challenges, I'm getting an opportunity to talk about all this stuff with my son. And in many families, that can be a really difficult thing to do. But now, because we're kind of forced to spend so much time together, you can't help but open up these conversations, and it's been really great.
The fact that we have so much more time to really talk about things more in depth has truly been something that I hope expedites change in this world. I heard back in April that congratulations are in order because All American got a third season, which my husband and I are so excited about because we are huge fans of the show. So congrats on that.
Yes, very excited. That's another silver lining. People were home social distancing, and they really tuned in. They showed up and tuned in to watch the second season of All American. So we're very grateful for that response. And yeah, we can't wait to get back to work.
Well, I know I can't wait for it. All the fans are eagerly anticipating it. So congratulations. I love to see you win. And thank you, Taye Diggs, so much for spending a little bit of time with us on Daily Blast Live.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
are a very popular backyard item. You digging Tiki Torch?
I dig them.
I dig it. I dig it. We'll skip the store, Tori.
Oh.
Because I can show you how to make one at home. Nailed it. It's today's DBL hack presented by American Home Shield. What's up, guys? I have a really cool home hack for you guys today. This is one of my favorites, and who doesn't like a good tiki torch in the summertime? Number one, it's just cool looking in your backyard, and number two, for me, I hate mosquitoes, and this will keep the mosquitoes away. So first, what we need here is a 1/2 inch to 3/8 inch copper coupling. That's what this is right here. You're gonna need some tiki replacement wick. You're gonna need some nylon thread seal tape. You're gonna need some torch fuel, the main ingredient, and obviously a bottle of your choice, whether it be a beer bottle, a wine bottle. This is an empty whiskey bottle, and I always hold on to these, guys, because you can do lots of cool things. All right, guys, so very simple. Stay with me here. I'm gonna bring you through the steps. All you're gonna do is take your little copper piece right here, take your tiki torch replacement and put it in there. Okay, I put a little nail on there. I don't know if you guys could see that right there, just so it stops in there. And obviously the metal isn't gonna harm the flame. Then you're gonna wanna take your tape and just go around here. All right, so I'm gonna say that's good right there. So again, what I'm saying here is, guys, you want this to fit in tight over here. So there it is. It's a tighter little seal. I'm gonna push that all the way in once I get my fuel in there. All right, guys, so this part, I'm gonna walk on over here just because I have kids and I don't wanna spill this around the fire. You're gonna wanna be careful when you're pouring this into the bottle, so follow me. I suggest if you have a funnel, you're gonna wanna use that.
Hey, look who's here.
Hey, look, the kids are here. They like to join in on this stuff too. Ross, will you go get Papa a towel?
No.
All right, that's good. Perfect. And the final step, there we go. There you go, guys. Get yourself a better lighter, and there you go, a home hack for your own at-home tiki torch. And like I said, it keeps the bugs away. It's a beautiful ambiance, so I hope you guys enjoy this one. When it comes to your home, American Home Shield warranty helps cover many things homeowners insurance leaves out. Call American Home Shield at 1-800-919-3629 to get a free quote today. There you go. Is that something you tried at home, Tori?
Yeah, except I would definitely hurt myself.
Yeah, I'm advising you not to try
Yeah,
that one
I
at
think
home.
that's a
Brandon,
good
is this
idea.
something you tried at home? Maybe a little home hack? Tiki torches, get some ambiance going?
I'm not a DIY guy, Jeff. But look, you're not slick, bro. I know what you're doing. You and your buddy Lance Bass are gonna get your own little DIY TV show one day. Don't forget about us little people.
Lance Bass, pull that one, name drop for me.
I feel like you could name it like Bass and Schroeder do it all.
You could do a lot with bass.
Yeah.
Like reel it in.
Yeah, fishing with Bass.
It's not a fishing show, it's
True,
DIY.
that's-
You took it
no.
way too far.
Went to an outdoor show.
Come on, Tori.
Yeah, come on, Tori.
Come on.
This is Lance Bass's husband's handkerchief line. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, a pocket square, yeah.
Pocket square?
Yeah.
All right, I think we filled that time. Good job, guys. DBL is new every day. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place.
Bye, Brandon.
Have a good one.